I'm Dan.
And I'm Dudley.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
To Deaf and Dumb.
Wait, why did you gesture?
Deaf and Dumb
Why
with
did
Dud
you-
and Dan.
What?
Yeah.
You sound like you're implying something.
I don't-
And you were even
no.
gesturing.
No.
You were doing like hand motions,
No,
like pointing.
I'm just talking about Deaf and Dumb. with
Uh-huh.
Dud and
Now you're
Dan.
doing it. Now you're doing it.
Deaf
You're doing it.
and Dumb.
Uh-huh.
with
You're
Dud and
pointing at
Dan.
me when you say dumb.
I'm just pointing at who I'm naming.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Dud and Dan.
Uh-huh.
Deaf and Dumb.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Right.
Sure.
Right.
So how you doing?
I was doing fine.
Oh yeah, you're doing fine. You're doing stuff, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So shall we talk about games?
I guess.
Yeah, that's kind of what we.
That's
What we
just
do
what we
is-
do, isn't it?
I
guess we'll talk about some
sometimes
games.
on a regular basis. We do.
Yeah.
We started a game this week.
Yes.
Yes, we did.
Mm-hmm.
That's all we're gonna
And we
say about
finished
that.
it. And we're done.
And we're done. We started a long distance game.
Oh,
of
yeah,
sorts.
that.
Yes.
I did not put that on my list. I forgot
What?
about it.
What?
It-
What?
I was thinking about other things we started this
It's
week.
like number one on my list.
It's
Numero-
not on my list at all.
Oh no!
I guess-
Diplomacy.
Diplomacy.
Yes,
Pla-
we're being diplomatic.
Play Diplomacy Online. We're playing it. We started it this week. We convinced 6 other souls, actually 5 other souls, to join us.
I don't really believe in souls, so I'm not gonna claim
Those
that
poor
title.
souls. I believe in Dark Souls.
Yes, we started an online game of diplomacy.
Yes.
With I guess 5 other people.
Yes.
Counting and including ourselves, that makes 7. I can
Yes.
do basic math.
Yes.
I just want everyone to know.
Uh-huh. You passed a rudimentary math test.
Yes, I just did. We were randomly assigned countries.
Yes.
And for
So
those who
we-
don't know,
Yes.
let's break down the game. Diplomacy is an old board game. It's been around for a long time.
Since the 70s, I
I
think.
think so.
I'll
And
look that up.
basically, it's a World War One type era.
Just
board game.
World War One.
Yeah,
It starts
so
in
the-
1901.
Yeah, the turn order starts in 1901, and basically it's basically a simple way to describe it is kind of like Risk with only the map only covering Europe. And instead of having dice rolls and lots of army units and stuff, you have one unit per country.
Yeah.
So you can only have one. Each region can only have one unit, and then there's a fleet and an army. And basically, the whole game, instead of rolling dice, is all about giving each your forces supports so that they can move into a space and take over it. So the whole game is based on communication. It's based on diplomacy, where you're basically lying,
discussing.
and you're talking, making plans with your other countries, other players, and trying to get them to help you out and support you in the battles that you need help with. And more often than not, they fuck you over. And it's like people talk about Monopoly being the game that ends friendship,
No.
and that's bullshit.
Monopoly had never ended friendship,
Yeah.
and you haven't lived, sir.
And honestly, yeah, but if you want to talk about a game that can make people very angry at you,
Yes.
it's diplomacy.
The game was created in 1954
Oh wow!
and
older
released
than I
commercially in 1959.
Okay,
So it's been around
It's a
for a
long-
bit.
Yeah, I didn't know it was quite that old.
It's quite old.
Yeah, it's a fantastic game. We used to play it back in high school. We have physical copies of it. And
Well, I'd read about it
Mhm.
originally online somewhere. I don't even remember where, and mentioned this game, and it sounded. Oh no!
No, it was introduced to us.
It was introduced to us by a friend of ours.
Yeah, we had a friend in high school
who had it.
We played a lot of weird board games, like diplomacy,
Junta, which we discovered there's a new version of.
yeah, and what was it? War of the Roses, which I've never found a copy of. I've
never played that one.
Yeah, and then
Kingmaker.
That's what it's called, Kingmaker. Not and then and then Die Macher, which is a German election
Still don't
game.
don't know how to
Yeah,
play that
that's
one.
a cool little game too.
But anyway, diplomacy. Back
back to diplomacy.
Yeah, and we liked it so much. I bought a copy. I went on it wasn't even like I mean, I don't know if this is not pre-eBay days, but it's in that, generation.
Yeah.
But I went online and found a website that sold board games with no pictures, nothing. It was just a list.
It was just a list.
A list of board games and prices.
List.
It might as well be a spreadsheet. It was just a list of names.
Like a table with names.
And prices. And that's it. And you send an email and say, I want this, and you pay them.
And then hope it showed up.
And hope it showed up. And it did. It took a little while, but it did show up.
Early days of online purchasing.
This is pre-Amazon 2-day shipping. This was also before they republished the game several times. My copy is very nice.
Yeah, it's a
I like
fantastic game. And so we haven't played in a year. We used to play it a bunch in high school. We played some in college because we somehow convinced people to do it. And we're fairly. I like to think we're good at it.
I think we are good at
it. So we're playing an online version of it on playdiplomacy.com. And it started this week. We haven't finished the first turn because we went long form. With
7 days.
Yeah, the normal turn is 7 days, a week long. First turn is 2 weeks. But I think we're getting close to everyone turning in their orders because we're playing people who have jobs and live
work
and
for a living.
Yeah, and they have a responsibility. So it's going to be slow going. But so we're about to finish
round one.
Round 1901
spring.
Spring
and then fall.
Spring session or whatever you want to call it. But and how do you feel?
I feel good.
Yeah.
We got randomly assigned. I ended up with Turkey. Don't do that. Stop it. Stop doing it. You're ruining our show. Just ruining the quality of our show.
You got Turkey and I got Russia. And so we're neighbors.
Yes.
Which could be a problem.
Could be.
We don't tend to get along.
No.
Ever.
We've only ever worked together once.
And it wasn't fun for anyone else.
No. So, for it to be fun for everybody else, we have to be enemies. But we're not going to.
Yes.
Because we have a pact.
Yes, we made a pact. Just for almost all the other players are people we've mentioned before we on the show. Ham is Germany.
He's playing Germany, yes.
Rob is what is he? He's Italy.
Italy, yeah.
And then our buddy Seth is
go on.
Is France. And Sean King, who I don't think we've talked about, he's a good friend, Sean King. He's playing England, and
go on. Don't let me.
And then Trey,
I didn't mention Trey.
I was like, I'm forgetting somebody.
The dauber is flying around us.
Yeah. There's Trey, our buddy Trey, the third man. He is Austria, so he's our neighbor too. The three of us are all right there together.
Yes.
And so there. For those who know geography in Europe, they're between Russia and Turkey, or what was Turkey, is...
What do you mean was Turkey? Turkey's still there.
Is Turkey still there?
I don't know. This is 1901.
Yeah, 1901.
I am Turkey. What do you mean was?
I'm talking about, like...
Are you trying to go to war with me?
Real history.
What are you doing?
It's the Black Sea.
Yes.
And in the game, Black Sea is kind of a central strategic...
it's at games. It gives access to Russia and Turkey.
It's in the middle of everything, and it touches a lot of countries. So if you get in that,
really only touches two.
No, I mean not. It touches a lot of countries, not
countries,
not
nations,
not nations.
I got you.
And so it's a strategic point. But if you move into it, it basically says, "Hey, I'm going to war with you." And so we made a pact.
Not to go into the Black Sea.
Not to move into the Black Sea. In fact, we wrote up a document.
And signed it.
I put my X on it as the Minister of Russia. So we're going to see if you honor that pact.
Well, I am. I don't know what you're doing.
You're the one who's questionable.
What do you mean? I'm not questionable.
Yes, you are.
No.
You cannot be trusted.
Yeah. Says the person that backstabs everybody.
I do not backstab everybody. I only backstab the weak.
Really, not the weak, the trustworthy. The people who trusted the people who trusted you.
Yeah.
That's who
maybe.
you end up backstabbing.
Possibly.
So We're just destroying your credibility.
All it is if you leave yourself open to attack, and, it's beneficial to me, you maybe shouldn't do that.
If you leave an opening, Daniel will penetrate it.
All right, I don't know if that's the word I would use.
Well, I mean,
but,
what word would
you?
Sure.
All right. So that's rolling. We should post pictures.
I figure after the first round I'll post a picture.
Yeah,
I guess I can go back and put a picture of the starting.
Yeah,
position, but that's pretty standard.
Yeah.
But I will post.
Everyone needs to know where we're at. After the first moves, we'll start posting.
I will post on our not Instagram, on Twitter.
Yeah.
Our Twitter page at Deaf and Dumb Pod.
Pod. POD.
Yes. So if you want to follow the progress, that's where it'll be.
You can also go on, I believe. Can they watch? They can log in and make
if you have an account on Play Diplomacy Online, you can
find it. Find out how to do that.
There's a number for it, and I can tweet it out.
Yeah, we'll put that out. So if you want to just go on and log in and
the name of the game is Peace in Our Time.
Yes.
So if you can search for that, and you'll find it.
So very much Peace in Our Time.
Yes, Peace in Our Time, because the only path to the only way to win is peace.
In our time.
In our time. Yeah. But yeah, so we'll see how it goes.
We'll
be updating every week how the progress is. And hopefully we will have peace.
Hopefully.
Under one nation.
Especially in the Black Sea area.
Why do you keep bringing up the Black Sea? We have a pact. There should be no worry.
And I know it just seems like something you would do is like we will go through all this trouble to write up a document and have us sign it for you to just immediately void it by just moving a ship right into the Black Sea.
No, I don't work that way.
Yes, you do.
No.
Yes, you do.
No.
So we
I haven't. I typically find a weird goal, and that's what I go for. And I don't have one yet.
Oh yeah.
Because the game is still in its infancy. So we don't know.
Okay.
We don't know what my goal is.
Okay.
And we'll see.
Yes, we shall.
We see.
So we played some Star Wars Destiny earlier this week.
Yeah, but we're not going to talk about it.
Yes, we are.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
No.
You were determined to beat me?
No.
You were playing against...
I barely played.
Bullshit. We were hanging out with Ed over at Gary's, and you were like, well, they were playing Exceed, which you got to play.
Yes.
And while we were waiting, we were like, okay, let's go. And you were trying to beat my naked Palpatine thing. And how did that go for you?
It doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
It doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
It's irrelevant.
So, spoiler alert, naked Palpatine, still undefeated. I think I'm, 6 or 7 games in. And you can't beat him. He's just unbeatable.
I'm gonna make a deck to build him. Beat him.
To build him.
If you beat him, he will come. Wait, no.
Oh,
that's
no.
No, that's not right. If you build the deck, he will come. No.
No, let's just stop that. Let's just stop there. Let's just kill this now.
Deck it. No. I'll figure it out in a minute.
So you played against it with what was your deck? It was a Leia.
It's a Boz
Leia deck.
Boz Leia deck.
Yeah.
And the idea around it, and it's a solid deck. Like until I played you.
Deck.
Well, no, I played Gary with it and lost, but it was mostly undefeated.
And it was undefeated except for that one time.
Except
so
for
it's technically
a handful
been defeated.
of times.
So undefeated is not an accurate term. But
exactly.
Unlike how I described the naked Palpatine deck, which is undefeated.
But yeah, it's the whole premise of the deck is speed.
Yes.
And I have almost, I would say at least half or more
not
of my...
necessarily speed so much as is cramming as many actions into one turn.
Which is speed.
Not necessarily. Like, my deck, the Palpatine deck is fast because I only have 3 dice and I use them up.
Yeah,
but... It's more about efficiency of
turn.
So you're loading in, each turn had a lot of actions.
Yeah. I half, if not half, maybe more of the deck has ambushed cards. So I crammed in a bunch of ambush, and I even put in cards that give other cards ambush, and it's support heavy. There's a lot of support cards, but I use a battlefield that gives me reduced costs on support, and so I play it it's pretty quick.
Yeah, it's
and
quick.
It does packs a punch.
Except you didn't. You actually did worse, I think, against Naked Paladin than your
previous
decks.
The dice control and yours, keeping your dice up, it's very hard to mitigate with an all offensive deck.
Yes.
So we'll see.
Yes.
It didn't.
So you lost the first round, and then you said, "Let's go again."
I didn't.
Because I
not
think
the
I
first
can do
round.
Or first game.
First game.
Whatever.
We played multiple rounds.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I mean.
You had to work for it.
Nah, I mean,
yeah.
The second round, the second game, I didn't.
No, you
Not
were.
really.
I don't know. One of them you had to work for it.
I don't.
Pretty
think
hard.
So. It didn't feel
because you did stuff you hadn't had to do before.
Well, I did stuff that I never got.
Yeah.
I because I never went through the deck. I would just be like, "Oh, this finally showed up."
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm undefeated. It feels good. I know it feels good to be the best.
No.
We're
gonna destroy. No, I'm not done with this. I'm going to build a deck to destroy.
Shouldn't be hard.
Property. Well, I know what I need to do now, and so I gotta see what the cards I have that can do that.
Yeah.
And
it's all dice control.
You
can dice control me. You can beat me.
Yeah, but it's not foolproof though. Because you have stuff to prevent some of that.
I have a little bit, yeah. I have some stuff that helps with that,
but yeah. We'll see. We'll see.
We bought some boosters?
Yes, we did.
Yes, because we're weak. I'm hoping we do a draft this week. I don't know.
It'd be nice.
It would be real nice.
I'm not holding my breath, though. I've just about given up on the draft.
That's not true. It's going to happen. It's just when.
I'd rather not hope anymore.
Okay. Well, let's say we're probably not going to do the draft yet. And
then we'll be happy when it happens.
We'll be surprised when it happens.
Yes.
But it will happen.
No, it's not.
So we made some purchases. I bought a handful of boosters.
So did I.
I got a second Greedo dice.
Mm-hmm.
And
I got a Saul. Saul, I forgot his last name.
Saul Guerrero.
Yeah, from Rogue One.
Yeah.
Played by DeForest Whitaker.
Yes.
And he's interesting.
DeForest
Whitaker.
Whitaker. Yeah.
Whitaker.
That sounds weird when you
Whitaker.
say it that way.
He takes my wit.
Okay.
He's a taker of wits.
He's from not far from here.
Yeah, he's a local.
He's fairly local, yes.
Uh-huh. Well, he's not local anymore, but he used to be.
His origins. Point of origin.
But yeah, and so I have his card now, which is cool.
Yeah.
And I got an interesting ship thing that I
got an interesting thing
Arc
that does
Cruiser or something. I don't remember, but it's interesting because it gives you can when you activate it, it activates up to 2 or 3 other supports, something like that. I think 2 other supports. Yeah. So you can do a roll in a whole bunch of supports at the same time, which I was like, oh, that'd be great with my current deck, but it's a yellow card, so I can't use it.
You can't use it.
But yeah.
Yeah. So we're still playing Star Wars Destiny.
We'll probably do the draft this week just because we bought boosters that are in the Legacy set, and that's the draft we're doing.
Probably.
So it's gonna be, and then we'll end up with the same cards, which will be fine. I only had 4 duplicates from this set, the 5 cards I bought, so I think I did pretty good. Yeah. I got a lot more plot cards, which is nice. Yeah. Some of them are pretty good.
So we went and hung out in Houston.
Yeah. Yes.
With our brother Rob,
and
our bro Rob, and then Ham. We hung out with them. We got together with them for the weekend and play a role playing game.
A pen and paper role playing game.
Yes.
Tabletop role playing.
We played. It's I think it's fairly new.
Yeah, I think so. I don't
Shadow of the Demon Lord.
Yes.
It's a very impressive sounding name.
Yes.
We did something interesting. Normally we all we make characters and we come up with weird stuff and we're like, oh yeah, here I'm gonna play this. Oh, this looks cool. I'll play this. But we decided because everything had a table and you could roll it.
Yes.
We rolled random characters, and interesting enough, we ended up with different things.
Yes.
I was kind of worried we'd all end up with the same.
I rolled a goblin, the first time, and you after you had got a goblin, I was like, I don't want to do another.
We
goblins.
briefly considered playing twin goblins.
Yeah, and I ultimately I was like, I'd rather have a diverse group, so I re-rolled.
Yes.
and so I changed.
Did you just say diverser?
Diverser?
A more diverse.
A diverser.
No, stop.
Just
get
diversity.
Out. Just get the fuck out. So yeah, as you mentioned, I played a goblin.
A goblin, and
a very interesting goblin.
Yes,
he is
very pointy nose.
He's got a very pointy nose.
Oh.
He's very a cigar enthusiast.
Yeah.
And
so the game has like built-in like features, like you can pick certain things about your character.
Yeah, like you
or
can
roll
and make up your own or whatever. But
but there's certain attributes you add.
That you can just like if you want to just roll a random kind of character.
Yeah, and you got a big nose.
I got a big
goblin
pointy nose and a box of cigars.
And who licks things?
He licks things. He likes to lick. And which is fairly tame compared to what a lot of the stuff the goblins do in that.
Yeah, they're kind of gross.
They're kind of gross. So he licks things and then claims them as his own.
Mm-hmm.
And I coincidentally also rolled for my profession.
Mm-hmm.
I first rolled the type.
Well, actually, what happened was we
all rolled it and it was all bad.
It was it was stuff that didn't quite fit
how we were going so far.
So we just traded.
No, we didn't trade.
Yes, we did.
No, we didn't.
We all swapped.
We rolled a second set.
I think we rolled a second set and then swapped. We swapped.
I didn't swap.
Yeah,
because mine wasn't rolled. I rolled mine.
Oh, okay. Well,
maybe you
and
me
and Graham
y'all swapped.
Swapped.
Maybe y'all swapped and then I rolled.
Yeah,
I rolled a second set then.
Okay.
Because I got something that was like I don't remember. It was something silly, and I was just kind of like that doesn't make sense. And so I rolled again, got criminal, and then rolled and got grave robber.
Mm-hmm.
Or, as I choose to call it,
mm-hmm.
archaeologist.
Yeah.
Because that sounds legal. So I was going around as a goblin archaeologist.
Yeah. Air quotes.
Air quotes.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a lot of fun. Named
Ham,
Bagger.
Ham,
I named him Bagger.
Yeah.
Ham. B-A-G-R.
Okay, I'm going moving on.
Bagger.
Ham is a dwarf priest.
A dwarf priest who hired an archaeologist.
Yeah. And I am a orc warrior.
An orc warrior, yes.
Well, you start out at 0.
You start out with 0.
With, like a profession.
Yeah.
So I was a soldier, and Ham was a something.
He was a priest, or like a temple.
Something to do with a temple.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
Somehow he was keeping a temple. Or,
I can't remember what the exact profession was, but
like a parishioner or something like that.
And
he rolled a weird personality trait that he's looking for a relic.
Yeah,
he got some vision from his dwarf ancestors,
mm-hmm.
which was his church religion is he worships his ancestors.
Yeah,
and so he hired me, the archaeologist,
mm-hmm.
to help him find it.
Yeah.
Even though he has no idea what we're looking for.
And then I was hired as muscle.
Yeah, because we always need some muscle.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Interesting. My little background and information. So one of them was I received visions from the Iron and Blood God. And I'm not sure what that's about yet. And in my dreams, he comes to me and talks to me. And then my personality is just... It just said kill.
It just said kill.
It just said kill.
Yes.
So, I think my guy's insane.
Yeah, you started off with some insanity.
I did. Well, you started out with insanity anyway with the orc.
Yeah, that's true.
So, yeah.
I have some. Now,
well, no, you start with corruption as orc. You just insanity comes from the thing. Yeah,
you got insanity from the vision, and then you start off with corruption.
Yeah, so I'm kind of crazy.
Destined for hell.
Apparently.
Yeah. I had by the end of the sessions, we did 2 little adventures.
Adventures. I was trying to explain this to my girlfriend earlier, and I could not think of what to call the 2 segments. And I was like, adventures. I drew a blank
sessions?
so hard. I was like, It's not campaign. Campaign's the whole thing. What's the mall? And I spent like 5 minutes trying to remember, and I'm like, I can't. Adventure.
Adventures.
Yes. We did 2 adventures.
Yes, and it's a pre-written one. Robert's running for us, and he did a good job.
Yes,
it was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun.
It was fun. We had a lot of fun.
Yes, but it's kind of a scary game.
Yeah,
because you start off with no class. You have no I'm not
you're level 0.
As a goblin, I have no class.
Yeah,
just none at all.
As a human, you have no class.
As a human, I don't have a lot of class. So you start off with no real class. Like in normal D&D, you pick a class. You're a druid or a monk or a paladin or a cleric or something. And well, this one you just pick a profession and a race,
and that's it.
That's basically it. And you start off at 0 level, and so you're really squishy.
Yeah, like we almost died just fighting some gang members in the street.
Yeah, almost. Well, we got beat up by some gang members, and then we almost died fighting rats.
Yeah. We didn't really almost die. We just spent a long time.
We got
fighting
rats. They were kind of mean. But we leveled up. I moved into the rogue profession. And
the class.
And you moved into warrior. And our buddy Ham became a cleric and
priest.
Priest. Sorry.
It's called priest in this one.
Yeah. So. Yeah, it's really fun. I really want to play it some more.
Yeah, it kind of has... It gives me kind of a Diablo vibe, where it's like kind of a dark...
It's like steampunkish, and...
Yeah, it's got steampunk elements, and then also
the setting's really interesting because it's pretty much well known that everyone reincarnates, and we mentioned corruption earlier. So if you perform evil deeds, you gain what's called corruption. And if you have any corruption, you go to hell when you die.
Yeah,
and then basically you stay there until the devils have
removed the corruption from you.
Yeah, remove the corruption via torture.
Yeah.
And which takes a long time until you basically... And then once you've forgotten about your previous life is when you get reincarnated. Which just happens normally, even if you don't have corruption, you go to like some kind of purgatory, which is just whatever. Yeah. And then after you've gone, centuries without... and long enough to forget who you were, you get reincarnated.
Yeah.
And so it's weird.
There's a lot of interesting mechanics in the game.
We fought a demon baby.
Yeah,
that came out of a person.
That exploded from a person.
Yeah, it was gross.
That was a crazy fight.
It was horrifying, actually. It was insanity-inducing.
Yes,
I got some insanity from it.
I did not. So apparently, I've seen things.
You've looked away.
Yeah, that whole fight was weird because we went into it thinking one thing, and we were like going to save somebody, and then shit hit the fan, and we had no idea who we were supposed to be fighting, and then ended up fighting a demon baby.
Yep.
That was yeah, I thought was going to murder us all.
Yep.
And I think came pretty close.
Really close.
And
I was a couple of hit points away from the sweet release of death. But, it was good.
It was good. It was fun. I hopefully we'll get together again soon.
Yeah, it's always fun to hang out with Ham and Rob.
And
They're always fun to be around.
Yeah, so hopefully in a month or so we can... put together another time to get together, and we can do the next adventure.
I miss having a regular D&D game of some kind of role-playing game.
I enjoy it too. Yeah. It just,
it's hard to,
all our friends have left us.
That's
moved on.
That's not entirely accurate.
To other things.
They're very busy people who have families and lives and things like
jobs elsewhere.
Yeah, stuff like that.
But maybe we can make it work.
Yeah.
Let's see. I played a bunch of Stardew Valley while we were traveling.
Yeah, I noticed that. You were playing it quite a bit.
Yes.
You were getting frustrated, it seemed.
Well, I messed up.
Yeah.
I died in the mines.
You were being frustrated by your own inadequacies?
Well, I died in the mine, which
It's not that big of a deal.
It's generally not a big deal, but you sometimes lose some items.
Yes.
And you lose money every time.
Yeah.
I lost the money, which is not a big deal.
Yeah.
But I lost the sword I had, which is a really good sword that I can't remember the name of now. But
it was so good. It was the best, but I don't remember.
It was really good, and it's what got me into the mines as far as I had, and I was just like... So I was at 95 levels, and it put me back to 90, and I was just like, okay, I got to get back. Well, I didn't have the sword I had, so it's been really tough, and I've died many times, and it's really frustrating me. So
You're just not good at it, though.
I'm trying
You're just not
to
good
proceed,
at it.
and I need to get that sword back.
Did you say many times?
Many times.
I've only died like twice in that game.
Well, you don't really die. You just get knocked
hurt,
unconscious, and then you wake up
hospital or whatever.
Well, you don't wake up in the hospital.
Yeah, you do.
No, I wake up in the mine.
You woke up in the mine?
Yeah, you wake up in the first level of the mine, and you're like, and a dude wakes you up, and you're like, Hey, I found you in the mine.
Chill out,
and I'm
man.
like, what were you doing down there?
Well, I'm thinking of something else then.
I have no idea what
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. You keep spoiling stuff on the game for me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So you need to stop it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But yeah, it's good. I have lots of money.
Money's not... How much is a lot of money for
I have 32,000.
32,000 is it?
Well, yeah. That's like more than almost half of what I made the entire game. So far.
I would make that in a day.
Well, yeah, but you're like in year like 3 or something. I'm still in the first year. I haven't even got to my first winter yet, so... So you know, kiss my ass. But yeah, I've been playing it a lot.
It's a great game.
I like it because it's just so easy to just pick it up, and I'm like, I'm gonna do a day.
Yeah.
All right. While we were just kind of waiting on taking a break on the Demon Lord game.
Yeah.
I would grab it and play a day and then put it back down.
Yeah, it's a cool little game. I like it. It's really great on the Switch.
I also played Exceed.
Yes,
which is a board game Gary has.
It's a card-based fighting game. It's like, think of like your traditional
like
fighting
Street
game.
Fighter,
Street Fighter, Tekken, or Mortal Kombat,
or Soul Calibur.
Yeah, and but you boil it down into and abstract it into a card game.
Yeah,
and it's been around for a while. I've talked about it on the show.
You've mentioned you've talked about it once.
Played it before.
I'd never played it before,
but. Gary he had backed the second season Kickstarter, and so he has all of them.
Yes.
And the main reason I'm excited about it is that Shovel Knight is a thing.
Shovel Knight's in it. And also,
Carl Swangy
from Penny Arcade's noir comic Automata stories, which is who I played for my first game.
Yeah. What'd you think?
I'm not okay.
Okay.
Fighting games are okay. Yeah. I like some of them, and I played them, but I've never been that good at them.
Yes.
And I just, they're just entertaining. I think the last one I bought, or we bought, I don't remember who bought it, but it was on the PlayStation 1. That's how long it's been. I do have, like, Injustice, but I got it for free.
Smash Brothers is...
Smash Brothers, yeah.
Is a fighting game. It's just a lot of people fighting at once.
Well, yeah, this is a one-on-one, kind of like, the traditional fighting style game. But it was fine. I don't know.
It had a little bit of a learning curve.
It does.
Not too bad.
And that might have been part of the problem, but I don't know. It didn't just hook me.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't go, I want to play this again. Yeah. I was like, it was fun.
Yeah.
But I'll probably play it again later.
Yeah, but I want to play it some more. And
I get the appeal of it.
Yes.
I get why Gary likes it a lot.
Yeah. Well, Gary likes it for the exact opposite reason you do. You say you don't care for it because you don't like fighting games. But Gary's like, I like fighting games, but I'm not good at them. But this basically takes the fighting game and slows it down and boils it down so that he can basically, he doesn't have to be like reacting at, really fast.
Yeah, he can. It's not about dexterity as much as.
It's more about just outthinking and understanding the moves, your options and stuff.
And that may be part of the problem. I didn't have a firm grasp of all the moves.
That's how I felt the first time I played it. Like I was learning the basic moves, and there are some things that it's helpful to know the basic moves that everyone has.
Well, also playing Carl.
Yeah.
His cards are all designed to look like his, so I had trouble differentiating card types.
Yes.
And I didn't realize the markers of the different card types, so I was thinking I was doing something, and then it wouldn't work the way I thought it would.
Yeah.
So,
his
cards were different than the rest of them. Yeah. And that's... I guess I should have paid more attention to how they were marked. Yeah. But,
and there's a lot of information on those cards, so it's understandable.
And there was stuff he was talking about I didn't have a clue what he was doing. I was just like, okay.
But it's a cool concept. It's a cool idea. I like it.
I mean, it's a solid game.
Yeah, I played it a couple times.
It just
really
didn't.
Fun.
It didn't grab me.
Yeah. I'd like to try it again, especially I want to try playing Shovel Knight.
Yeah.
Just because that's really mainly it. I want to play Shovel Knight.
Yeah.
But now he's got all the Season 2 characters, so he's got a lot.
I think he has all the Season 1 as well.
Yeah.
Because I think he backed it when it first
came out. I don't think he has all of them, but he has a bunch of them.
He has a lot of them.
He has a lot of them.
So we might try it again later.
Yeah. Anything else you play this week?
I think that's it.
Okay.
I think that was it. Let's get into news. I have a fair amount of stuff this week.
Well, I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about.
Okay, what do you want to talk about?
Paradox.
I don't have anything about Paradox.
Paradox is the game company.
I know about Paradox, the game company.
I asked them for a review copy of the game, and they denied me.
They spurred you.
They spurned me. But they have a new game that comes out next year that they've had an announcement trailer for. For those who don't know, Paradox Interactive made Crusader Kings, a bunch of other games kind of like that. They also have their most recent one was the Mars
Surviving Mars,
and which looks cool. And I haven't played it yet because they didn't want to send me a review copy. But they have a new one. It's set in Rome.
Oh, really?
Coming out next year. It's called Imperator: Rome. I guess the colon is silent. Imperator.
Imperator.
IMPEAR.
It's a weird title.
ATOR.
Okay.
But yeah. So I'm excited. Apparently the trailer doesn't show really anything. So I'm
what's it like?
I assume it's going to be kind of like their other games. So, it's a nitty-gritty management game where you have to get it down in the weeds and micromanage a bunch of stuff.
So I'm probably not going to play it.
You probably won't play it, but I might.
Yeah. Okay.
So I just wanted to mention it because I like
that. Is that the only news you had?
No, it's not.
Okay.
The other one I have is about No Man's Sky.
Yes, I had that on my list too.
No Man's Sky is getting a multiplayer update.
About time.
True actual multiplayer update.
A real multiplayer.
It's been out for 2 years or so, and it in July 24th. Apparently they're actually going to be able to play with each other.
So maybe
we're just going to get in there and play with each other.
We're just going to get in there and just grab hold
of each other's joysticks,
of the controller, and play with them.
So yeah, that's cool. I haven't touched the game in a while. But
yeah, you did play it more than anyone else.
I'm trying to think if I know anyone else who has it to play with. I don't think I know anyone to play it with.
So I might, if it's on sale, maybe I'll grab it.
Might
we can play,
but
try the multiplayer.
It's cool that they're finally implementing it.
Something they said there was going to be in it 2 years ago.
Yeah, that they said from the beginning, but whatever.
Whatever. No big deal, really.
Whatever.
No big deal, really.
No big deal. All right, that's all I got.
Okay.
So what do you got? Lay it on me.
Let's talk about Dark Souls.
Dark Souls.
The remastered?
Yes.
That's coming out sometime in the future?
Yes. Well, isn't it coming out pretty quickly for the main consoles?
Well, it's not. It's supposed to be out sometime in the summer, but we don't have a date. They pushed it back. Remember?
I thought they only pushed it back for the Switch.
I think it was for all of them.
Oh. I misunderstood then.
Well, anyway, the Dark Souls remastered. Apparently, the Bright Town?
Yes.
Or Blight Town, my mistake. Blight Town. The part in the original version slowed your system way down because there's a lot of mucky stuff going on.
I'm showing here May 25th. It comes out on the PC, PS4, and Xbox One. I think the Switch version is the only one that
I got. Well, that's the one I was going to get it on.
Yeah,
so
I think that's the only one that got pushed back.
But yeah, so apparently Bright Town, Blight Town, not
yes.
Blight Town.
Blight Town, yes.
Will actually run at 60 frames per second in the new version on a PlayStation 4 at least.
Yeah.
So that's something.
The Switch. Sorry, I got to check. The Switch version is pushed back to summer of 2018. So, which technically we're in summer. I assume I call this summer
now.
Yeah. So anytime between now and August.
Yes.
So anyway, yeah. So it runs. It doesn't get jittery.
It doesn't get jittery.
It won't feel like Dark Souls to me then.
Well, but the thing is, we're not going to get the benefit of that because we're not getting it on the PlayStation 4 or Xbox. We're going to get it probably on the Switch, right? So it's going to be like 30 frames on the Switch.
Does the Switch not do 60
I think it's 720 at 30 frames on the Switch. So
when you dock it, it goes to 1080, doesn't it?
I have no idea, but probably not. Not on Switch. It's not quite powerful enough to run the full reds. But Yeah. So, but if you get it on console or the PlayStation 4 as opposed to Nintendo, you will get full 60 frames in Blighttown, which is unheard of up until now.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It seems like something they should hammer out with the remaster to make it run a
little smoother. Which never bothered me. I just took it as this is what this place is like. It just looks terrible.
It just gets jittery.
It is called Blighttown.
Blighttown's a terrible place.
It is an awful place. I don't know if it's because of the frame rate or it's just the
No, it's just a terrible, dark, poisonous place.
Yes.
Where you will die horrible death.
Yes.
And then if I can, I backdoor my way into Blighttown, so I don't have to go through. Yeah, I come in the back door. So I don't have to go through all the bullshit.
Excuse me.
Yeah, that is Blighttown.
Moving on.
Sure.
Xbox announced something I thought was pretty cool.
Okay.
For once. This is coming from Microsoft. They are putting out.
I assume it's for Xbox. So
an adaptive gamepad that is for people who have disabilities.
Okay.
So if you have had trouble holding a controller, a gamepad, they have a gamepad made for complete customization.
Okay.
So it's a square box, and it's got some buttons on the top of it. And then it has, like, audio jack, 3.5 millimeter stereo jack.
Yeah.
A row of them in the back, each one tied to a button. So it'll be an A1. So every button on the controller, there's an audio jack for it.
Okay.
And you can plug in different devices.
Yeah,
different interfaces. Some are just buttons. Some are, other ways of controlling stuff. So you can
basically build your own
controller that suits your mobility.
Yeah, your needs.
Yeah,
that's cool.
It's pretty awesome.
That's pretty kick-ass. That's really cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. It's pretty neat.
Good on you. Good job, Microsoft.
You go check it out.
That's
it's
awesome.
A USB thing, so I'm sure you can use it on PC or anything else if you want to.
I imagine it'll go work on PC, but
yeah.
But
I wouldn't be surprised if you were able to make it work on the PlayStation with some modifications. But it's run through a USB port, so
that's cool. That's really cool.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. I was pretty impressed with it. And like I said, it's completely customizable, and in the menus you can change which port is what button.
Yeah, so you can program it. You can set it up how you want.
That's
awesome.
So the disability thing aside, I'm curious what other people will do with it besides that. I could easily see someone
we already
connecting,
have people
doing stuff like
playing Dark Souls with the DDR pad. Or whatever.
Stuff like that. Someone's gonna be doing some crazy shit like that.
Yeah.
With this system. It's gonna happen. Someone's gonna be taking the Donkey Kong bongos and integrating it into this pad so they can hit the button.
The duck shooter gun.
Yeah,
I want to see that integrated.
Something. They're gonna do some crazy stuff like that. That's gonna happen. So that's interesting. There's some rumors.
I like rumors
about Pokemon.
Yeah.
Not Pokemon Go.
Not Pokemon Go? Okay.
Though it does tie to Pokemon Go.
Okay.
Rumors about the potential next Pokemon game?
Yes.
For the Switch?
About the Switch, yeah.
Rumors is
which
it's going to be...
get out already.
It's going to be a remake of Pokemon Yellow, potentially?
Yeah.
This is all This is not speculation. This is all from a anonymous source on 4chan or whatever.
Some place on the internet.
Yeah,
which
so
is always trustworthy.
All with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
But there are some facts in it that do lead it possibly being true. Like some website domains that are being held and stuff like that. And the story is that there are going to be two versions. There's going to be a version where you play with Pikachu. So if you're not familiar with Pokemon Yellow, you get Pikachu. That's it.
Yeah, you don't have a choice.
You don't have a choice.
Like the red and blue, where you could pick one of the original
the 3 starters. Where this one you just get Pikachu.
Yeah.
And then the other version you get Eevee. So it's your rival in the original Yellow had Eevee.
Yeah.
So
that makes sense. Yeah.
So you have the two versions.
at first I thought it's weird that it would make Eevee, but yeah, that makes sense. You can basically, the rival had an Eevee.
So it sounds interesting.
It sounds cool.
The word is also that the Pokemon will just be about in the world.
Yeah,
you can see them. They're not just hidden in the tall grass.
It's not like
kind
walking
of thing.
through. Yeah, they attack you from the tall grass. And
It's not like that. So you can see them and approach
them.
That's what
we've been talking about it all year. That's what we want.
I want a Zelda open world Pokemon. That's what I want.
They just need to break the mold and dive in and
see
do something
Pokemon
different.
Flying through the air.
I don't care what it is. Just do something different.
Yeah. And then supposedly it will be linked to the Pokemon Go games in some way. I'm not 100% sure.
I don't know about
how,
that. That I'm not less interested.
So there's going to be some kind of crossplay with the Pokemon Go.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, that's a little odd to me too.
Yeah, that seems like a weird thing.
Weird choice. But it's probably one of those optional things where you just get some weird little benefit from it.
Maybe.
So, but having the remake of Pokemon Yellow in a more open world would be pretty cool, I think.
I think it'd be cool. It'd be interesting. I don't know. As long as they really make a new, completely original, not the original, but the system needs to be different.
Yes,
how it works should be different.
I think so too.
I want to see them take the Pokemon games and then just make it a new game.
Oh yeah, just like the new Zelda game.
Yeah,
did.
they did
it's still Zelda,
it's
very
still
much Zelda.
But it's so different, and it broke the mold so much on how you play that game. It's awesome. I want to see that.
Yes,
and hopefully we'll get it.
I hope so too.
Yeah, we'll see.
Okay. Other stuff. The NES Classic will be re-releasing soon.
Yeah.
June 29th. So if you did not get one,
as it was foretold.
Yeah. If you did not get one in the first run, which a lot of people didn't, but you will be able to grab it on June 29th, and they will be readily available like the SNES is.
Yeah.
And the SNES will be available all the way through the year.
That's
apparently.
awesome.
So if you haven't got those, they will still be out there.
I've seen them all over the place.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's cool. Stalker 2 has been announced.
Okay.
You remember the game Stalker?
Yeah, the Shadows of Chernobyl or whatever.
Yeah, it's like a post-apocalyptic.
Yeah, I played it a bit.
Yeah, it's an interesting little game. Survival
it's a cool little
apocalyptic
game. Yeah, it's like
game.
It kind of has a kind of a Fallout feel, but it's got all these weird anomalies that you run into, and it was a cool game.
But the only thing weird is they've announced the second one is being made. It's not coming out till 2021, which feels really early.
Yeah, that
it
sounds
feels like, hey, we're making this game, and
you're just started.
Yeah, I think that's a bad way to go. I know they're trying to get a little hype behind it, but still, 3 years?
3 years out is
a long... Yeah. I mean, BioShock made that mistake.
Well, yeah, but originally it was only supposed to be a year and a half. And
BioShock Infinite,
Yeah, it turned into 3 years.
Yeah. I mean, this is them preparing for 3 years.
Yeah.
Who knows how long it's actually going to take.
Yeah.
And if things go well.
Yeah.
It just sounds like, we're doing it again.
Yeah.
Because apparently there was supposed to be a second one back in 2012, and they ended up being canceled.
Okay.
So
that's what I thought. I thought there was already one, but
no, it got canceled. Never got finished.
Yeah.
But yeah. There's a interesting ROM game that come out. A Link to the Past hybrid with Super Metroid.
Yeah, I saw something about this, and I didn't get what to deal with.
Okay.
What is it now?
So, there's apparently versions of these games. So, if you can play Link to the Past, but the items have been randomized.
Okay.
So, they're not in the tip where the game originally put them. So, it puts them in random places in the game.
That's weird. Okay.
So, it makes it more difficult to...
Yeah, because it's not where it needs to
So,
be.
you go to places out of order.
Yeah.
So, it changes the way the game plays, which is interesting, because you've played it a lot and you know where everything is.
Yeah.
It's a way to change it up.
Yeah.
And when it does that, you have to, when you're where you go is based on what items you find.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the same thing with Metroid. Well, they apparently took both those games and cross-mixed them So some
How?
items, it's coincidentally has to do with the way the memory breakdown and for each game is actually they use different parts of the memory so they can actually cross them together. But anyway, it's
so
kind of
wait.
so
like
if you go into a room,
yeah.
if you're in Zelda,
okay.
and you walk into a room that generally is for something other house or whatever, it takes you into Metroid. So there are points in each game that takes you into the other game. But here's the interesting part. Zelda items might be in Metroid, and Metroid items might be in Zelda.
So you have to play the other game to get the stuff to play the other game?
You might get the morph ball at one point in Link to the Past, so you have to go over to Metroid. Now you can go into new sections of that game.
Play the game where you...
Yeah. So you're going back and forth.
That's really bizarre.
It's really
Because they're completely different games.
They are. And apparently it's like really throwing like... It's mainly for like speedrunners.
Yeah.
They have to work on the fly and go, oh, okay, I found this item. I have to,
Yeah.
You work quickly. And the whole idea is that you get through it quickly and you don't know what items you're going to get. Mm-hmm. It's kind of a testament to how well you know the game. If you know the game well enough, go, oh, this item lets me get into this area.
Yeah.
Well, now you're doing that, but you're doing two games at the same time.
You're speedrunning two games at the same time
that are both random every time you play it.
Okay.
So when you start a new game, all the items are randomized again.
Oh, wow.
So you have no idea where anything is, and it sounds interesting.
It sounds really interesting.
It sounds very hard.
It sounds hard.
Like, I don't want to speed run it. I just kind of want to just try it.
Like, casual run it?
Yeah.
But just go for a stroll in it.
There is a caveat.
It's a caviar.
No. To it that apparently the website you get it from, you have to upload your own. I don't know. I didn't understand it. I didn't go to the website to look. You have to upload.
I mean, is this stuff even legal, technically?
I guess you have to prove that you own.
Yeah.
And I just don't know how that works.
Yeah, because
I don't understand. I'm too old for
ROMs
this.
are only legal if you already own a copy or whatever.
And I do own.
Yeah, we own copies
both
of
those games.
Yeah,
so I have no idea how I would prove that. So I don't
know.
But I thought that was fascinating.
A picture of you with it. With a newspaper, today's newspaper.
See, here I am, Metroid, Super Metroid, and here I am with Link to the Past. And they're not like recent remakes or anything. They're like old school.
Old school, yeah.
But yeah, so that's interesting.
Yeah.
The last thing I have is another thing about, it's kind of a remake thing. It's a mod thing.
Okay.
And it's legit as far as I can tell.
Okay.
Like it's not going to get shut down.
Okay. That just tells me it's going to get shut down. But go ahead.
We'll see. Someone made Diablo 2 in StarCraft 2's engine.
Oh yeah. I heard something about this.
Yeah. And
that's an interesting idea.
See, at first I was like, why?
Yeah.
But I went and looked at it.
It
actually makes sense.
Yeah.
Because if you look at like StarCraft and Diablo 2, they're similar. They have isometric, similar kind of games, except one's a real-time strategy game, one's a real-time fighting game.
They're basically running similar engines, except they're just they're two different types of games.
Yeah, and so this one is they remade Diablo 2 with the StarCraft 2 engine, so it has the newer graphics and stuff.
Yeah.
And it actually looks pretty good.
Yeah.
It's still an early beta version of it, but you can, and they put it out as a test.
Yeah.
You have to have StarCraft 2, which is free to play now.
StarCraft 2 is?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, we talked about it.
I forgot about it.
StarCraft 2 is free to play.
Okay. Oh yeah. Just the base game is free to play.
Yeah. You can't get
the expansions.
But if you have it.
Okay,
you can
which I do.
It has a mod
because I paid for it.
Yeah, which you buy for, you would have got the Swarm, which I also already own, so I got nothing.
Yeah, I remember talking about that.
But anyway, you just gotta get on StarCraft 2, and then you just find the mod in the mod section in the app, and you play it. And
okay, I may have to check that out. That sounds interesting.
Cool. And I was like,
we played a lot of Diablo 2.
I love Diablo 2.
Yeah.
And the
Diablo
version of it
fun too, but
lets you do co-op and play, and practically the same game. Go watch the video of it.
I'll have to go check it out. Okay.
It looks like a newer version of Diablo 2.
That's cool. Why didn't they just build it in Diablo 3?
The engines are pretty different.
I guess so.
For one.
I don't know. I don't know that.
Yeah, so... And there probably is a team trying to do it, and they're going to get shut down in a minute.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a good week.
It was a good week.
We may have war by the end of this week.
We'll see.
Diplomatic war.
It just depends if you enter the Black Sea
or not. A war of words.
Yep.
What did you say?
I said it just depends if you go into the Black Sea or not.
Oh, I thought you said my sea.
I did not say that.
Excuse me?
I did not
Was that
claim...
a Freudian slip?
I did not say that. I said as long as you don't enter the Black Sea, it'll be fine.
Okay. I don't have plans to.
Okay.
So we should be fine.
So you just haven't thought it out.
No. I live in the moment. I don't make plans.
Good luck with that.
It's worked so far.
If you want to call that working.
You want to wrap this up?
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
Let's wrap it up. Please go to our website at deafandumb.com. That's DEAFNDUMB.com, and you'll find all our episodes. You'll find all the links to all the stuff. You know the stuff you like. Have I got the stuff for you?
You're dumb.
Maybe. So please follow us on the social medias, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. I'm not on Instagram. You're on Instagram.
I'm on Instagram. Maybe need to set up a Deaf and Dumb Instagram.
I don't know. Maybe
someone probably already grabbed it now.
It's probably it's hot commodity. And then please subscribe to us and please review us and keep listening. We like that y'all are listening. It makes us feel like this has a purpose.
Which it doesn't.
It doesn't. But
I mean, we can feel like it does.
It feels like it does, even though it doesn't.
It doesn't.
This is just fueling our egos.
Yeah.
We'll put out a new episode every Monday like we've been doing for over, 118 weeks. And we're just going to keep trucking on. Thank you very much for listening. I'm Dan May.
And I'm Dudley May, and this has been Deaf and Dumb.